Alright, let's dive straight into the heart of the matter. In recent leaks, audio clips have surfaced that have got fans of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, LAMH, talking about some serious drama surrounding Arionne Curry, Martell Holt, and Destiny Payton. These leaked audio clips, posted by blogger Anthony Lofties, reveal an explosive conversation between Arionne and Martell that not only throws some serious shade at Destiny but also brings up some personal revelations about their relationships, past actions, and even the future of Martell and Arionne's on-again, off-again situation. So, let's break this down, piece by piece, to really understand what's going on behind the scenes. First off, it's no surprise that Arionne Curry doesn't hold back in these recordings. She's been pretty vocal in the past about her issues with Martell and the way he's treated her over the course of their relationship. But this time, she goes deeper, really exposing some of the emotional manipulation and the way Martell has treated her in front of other people. At one point, Arionne expresses how Martell has always made her feel like a side piece, someone who's been kept in the background while he tries to make his public image look pristine. It's clear from these clips that she feels Martell hasn't been as honest with her as he has with the world. One of the biggest revelations from this audio is when Arionne starts questioning Martell about Destiny Payton. The question that really stands out is when Arionne directly asks him, "Are you messing with Destiny? Why are you calling me about her crying?" This moment is a huge one because it exposes the insecurities that Arionne is feeling about Martell's relationships with other women. She's asking him directly, "Are you sleeping with Destiny?" which suggests a lot of underlying tension between all three of them. It's no secret that Destiny has had her own issues with Martell in the past, but for Arionne to be questioning him about her is a big sign that there's more to the story than what's being shown on TV. For viewers who are fans of LAMH, this is nothing new. We've seen the on-again, off-again nature of Martell and Arionne's relationship play out in front of the cameras. Arionne has always been a bit of a mystery character on the show, but these audio leaks give us a more personal and raw look into what goes on behind the scenes. Arionne, despite everything, still seems invested in Martell and seems to have a lot of mixed feelings about their situation. She talks about wanting to leave Huntsville at some point, but at the same time, she can't help but be drawn back to him, especially when she feels like he needs her. The question of whether Martell and Destiny are actually involved romantically is something that has been buzzing around for a while. Fans have speculated about it, and even Melody has hinted at it in some of her social media posts. But now, with Arionne's concerns in the audio clip, we get a clearer picture of just how much uncertainty there is between the two women. The fact that Arionne feels the need to ask Martell outright if he's sleeping with Destiny shows just how far the tension has gone. There's a lot of ambiguity in their relationship, and these leaked clips really bring that to light. In another part of the conversation, Arionne expresses how much she's been dragged through the mud by the public, especially when it comes to her relationship with Martell. She touches on how Martell hasn't been supportive of her when things get tough and how she's been expected to clean up his mess. She talks about him asking her to go live on social media to clear up rumors, but in the end, he never really does much to defend her. This is a huge moment because it shows the imbalance in their relationship and how Martell has been the one to control the narrative, while Arionne has been left to pick up the pieces. She mentions that at one point, Martell even tried to force her to go live and address rumors about domestic violence, which raises serious concerns about the power dynamics in their relationship. Now, Arionne also touches on the subject of the kids, and it's interesting how she talks about them. She mentions Sugar Mama and Milani, two of Martell's children, and how sweet they are. But she also hints at how she feels about them growing up and seeing all of the drama unfold in the public eye. Arionne seems to acknowledge that the kids will eventually be able to look back on all of this when they're older, and she's aware of the legacy of this whole situation. She even says that she's trying to maintain a level of maturity when it comes to the kids, not trashing their mother or making negative comments about Melody in front of them. This shows a level of respect for the children that we don't always see from her, but the most telling part of this whole conversation is how Arionne reflects on her own position in all of this. She admits that she feels like she has been portrayed unfairly, especially by Melody, who has often used the kids as a way to paint Arionne in a negative light. She expresses how much it hurts her that she's constantly being painted as the villain, especially when she's been respectful towards the kids. She even jokes about how she could easily trash-talk Melody's wigs or makeup, but she doesn't go that route because she doesn't want to stoop to that level. It's a strange moment of maturity from Arionne, especially considering how much drama surrounds her. Arionne also gets into her thoughts about Martell's role in all of this. She mentions that Martell is a good person at heart, but he's not always making the best decisions, especially when it comes to his actions and how he treats others. She says that he doesn't put his best foot forward when it comes to her, but when it comes to the kids, he does try to be a better person. Arionne recognizes this and says that Martell's flaws are still part of who he is, but she's starting to see that he's growing and changing. However, she also points out that Martell's relationships with other people are starting to weigh on him, and he needs to take responsibility for his own actions instead of always trying to blame others. As the conversation continues, Arionne shifts the topic to the other men on the show. She mentions how Martell has always been the one to take the brunt of the jokes, with the other men on the show, Maurice and Marceau, often making fun of him. She recognizes that Martell has been put in a difficult position because of his own actions, but she also sees how the others have used him as a punching bag. Arionne seems to understand that Martell's situation isn't just about him and her anymore, it's about how he's treated by the other men on the show and how that has affected his emotional state. Ultimately, these audio clips expose the complexity of the relationships between Arionne, Martell, and the other cast members on Love and Marriage, Huntsville. There's a lot of uncertainty, manipulation, and power struggles behind the scenes. Arionne's raw honesty in these leaks gives fans a deeper look into her thoughts on the entire situation, especially her complicated feelings towards Martell, Destiny, and Melody. While the public may have only seen bits and pieces of the drama on TV, these audio clips show how much is happening behind the scenes, emotions, insecurities, and unresolved issues that have yet to come to the surface. As we move forward, it's clear that this love triangle, if you can even call it that, between Arionne, Martell, and Destiny is far from over. There are still so many questions left unanswered. Is there something going on between Martell and Destiny? How much longer will Arionne and Martell keep going back to each other? And what will happen when the kids grow up and see all of this drama for themselves? It's safe to say that things are only going to get more complicated from here. The drama between these characters is far from over, and with these leaked audio clips adding more fuel to the fire, it seems like we're just scratching the surface of what's to come.